It is exactly 1:30 p.m. right here in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. Welcome back. You're watching KTN News Desk with me, George Maringa. And we continue where the Standard Newspaper in Education Programs, NIE, is in Kirinyaga County at the Kirigoya Municipality Primary School. The initiative is a Standard Media Group initiative where schools access standard newspapers every week. We are joined by our very own Daniel Kariuki with more details. Good afternoon, Kariuki. This is a move that the NIE proceeds to Kirinyaga County. What are the expectations from the students?
All right, thank you, George Maringa. And just like you said it right, that we are at the Kirinyaga Municipality Primary School, where we are, the NIE newspaper in education is being launched here for the first time in this county of Kirinyaga. And of course, behind me, these are pupils from the class 8, and they are holding their newspaper, today's edition actually of the newspaper, and they're going through, cruising through just to see some of the information that is in that newspaper. And this is an initiative by the Standard newspaper, and these students are going to be receiving their newspaper each and every Tuesday. And I want to speak to the manager, NIE, the Standard Media Group. So just to have a feel and a sneak preview of what to expect and maybe about this initiative, this program here today. Thank you very much, Mwalimu, for joining us, and welcome to this to the Mount Kenya region.
Yes.
Of course, we have this initiative that is being taken forward by the Standard newspaper. Maybe you can just give us a sneak preview. What does it entail, and what do we expect maybe concerning this initiative?
Yeah, thank you, Daniel. What we are doing as Standard Group, we are enrolling schools, and it's a program that we have rolled out in the whole country. And we really thank this kind of initiative by this school, because the teachers and the management of this school have realized that there is need for bringing literacy closer to the children by ensuring that we encourage them to read the current affairs and so on. For example, today when they're reading this newspaper, they're getting articles about themselves, about politics, about financial issues and so on. So this is something that we have been doing, and we keep doing it. The schools pay some very little money that enable them now to receive copies every Tuesday, and the copies really help them because that has content for education and revision materials and so on. So this is something that I'm personally pleased to see these candidates really prepared for exams, and they are really showing need to know that the country is being driven by media, and media shows them what is there, and they're really, we keep them up to speed with the information.
Right. Well, I was just standing here, I realized maybe you asked one of the pupils.
Yes.
The front page, there's a picture, the front page, and you asked her, who is that?
Yes,
maybe these some of the things, maybe just for the pupils, maybe to interact with the newspaper and even know the leaders, maybe even when they go out there in terms of maybe elections, how they can maybe vote, or maybe it's just part of just education matters.
In fact, you're right, because I was trying to engage with this candidate here, asking her about this picture, about our CJ, and I asked her, who is this? And she told me, oh, this is the CJ. I asked her, what does she do in this country? She told me, this is the president of the judiciary. I said, that's wonderful. So they really know, they understand that the government is formed of how many parts? Three. Sindio? Nani? Judiciary, executive, and legislature. And these days, the legislature is ni ngapi? Bicameral parliament, sindio? Yeah, hiyo tutaongea baadaye.
Thank you very much, Mwalimu Frank. Yes. Let me engage maybe one of the students, of course. Thank you very much for joining us. Karibia tu, usiogope, tuzungumze na wewe tu. Now, this initiative is going to be, or rather, we will be having, you will face the camera. We are going to be having these newspapers here every Tuesday. Maybe you as a student, what are you looking forward to? Maybe how is it going to be helping?
This, as you have said, the newspapers on Tuesday are bringing us a lot of revision materials, and the revision materials help us a lot to nurture our minds and are able to open us widely to the questions that are asked in the KCP. And as even we go through more of these questions, we are happy that the media is concerned about the KCP, and that it is helping us a lot to reach our goals.
Right, thank you very much. What's your name?
Amani Mburu.
Thank you very much. Maybe now this boy child, maybe we can get maybe a lady, maybe come speak to us. Just tell us maybe what maybe is your expectation about this.
This year, I'm actually really happy that you people have started bringing us the newspapers every Tuesday, because first off, we now have something to read as content, and it shows us what's happening around the world, seeing as majority of the class 8s are boarding pupils. I would actually advise every single one of us to read it, and it's been really interesting. So yeah.
Right, thank you. Your name?
Mabel Atieno.
Atieno, thank you very much for engaging with us. Now engage maybe one of the stakeholders here in this school, just to bring us to speed. Of course, this is an initiative by the Standard Media Group. You as part of the stakeholders in this school, what are you aiming at, and maybe how will this the initiative that you are subscribing to help in terms of even academics here in this school?
Thank you very much. My name is Harmony Monene, the manager at Kagoma Municipality Body Primary School. We want to thank the Standard Group because of giving us newspapers every Tuesday. The newspapers are helping our runners in a very big way. One, they are helping them improve their academic performance because of the revision materials that are the newspapers. Two, they are able to improve in language performance. They're able to improve on their literacy levels, reading skills, and of course writing skills. Because we say in school, if you want to become a great writer, you must read widely. And therefore, they are formed part of our library lessons in our library. And of course, it's a break from the routine of reading the course textbooks. They find other interesting stories in the newspapers. They are able to get the lessons taught by their teachers in reality, the leadership, the civics part of it. Like now we're talking about the leaders, parliamentarians. We're talking about the secretary that is the president, the deputy president, the CS. Nowadays we call them cabinet secretaries, not the ministers. We talk about the president of the judiciary. You can see now she's appearing on the front paper. So when they interact with these materials, learning becomes more fun and more interesting, and we appreciate.
Right, thank you. Thank you very much, the manager. Let me speak to the teachers who are going to be involved more on matters to do with the content in the newspaper. Thank you very much. You're going to tell us your name and, of course, the language maybe that, or rather the subject that you usually handle. And now these newspapers, the students have already said it's going to help them in terms of preparing for the national examination. Maybe you as a teacher, how is it then going to help you in terms of ensuring that you have prepared them well in advance and in the right manner?
Thank you very much. My name is Michael Mwangi, a teacher at Kirugaya Municipality. I'm the deputy, assisting the head teacher. I teach science and mathematics, but overall, I'm able to monitor what is happening in all subjects. With us, we have got the newspaper, which is one of the items that we involve in our library. As you know, to improve language, library is one of the things that has to be included. Apart from having the storybooks and the like, our newspaper is one of the items that is needed there. In our newspaper, there are so many helpful items that the pupils need, more so to improve on their languages, vocabulary, and the like, so that they can be able to write good essays. So on our side, we are partnering with the company, which is actually producing the newspaper, to see that at least it help us as much as we can.
Right, thank you. Thank you very much for that good brief. And of course, this is something that the Standard will continue doing across the country, not only in section or other parts of the country, but across the country. So they are going to be going around launching this initiative, and we'll keep updating the viewer in different regions of the company will be launching this, the NIE. Of course, I now take it back to George Maringa in studio. Over to you, George.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That has been Daniel Kariuki joining us live from Kirinyaga County. Still on matters education, Western leaders are calling on the government to find a way of subsidizing the costs